Hello, Amber.
Hello.
Oh my gosh. Thank you so much for taking this time. I'm so happy to. I was looking forward to hear your stories today. And again, to introduce myself, my name is Alban Gozo. I live in Utah, Salt Lake, and I've been working on this project with Children's International, Children's House International.
Okay.
Partnered with the BYU and student, and so I was privileged to have you to hear firsthand your story today. How are you today first?
Good. Yeah, doing pretty good. We're not in the hospital. Everything's going nicely. So,
Good to hear that. That's fantastic. Also, as you may see on my read my email that we'll basically have two questions. We don't want to go all over to the interview, but we want to base on those two questions and to kind of hear your story. And like I said, you're the star, and we want to hear everything that you have to share with us.
sure. I can I just take 1 second and type something in? I just got
Yeah,
a
perfect.
text. I'm so sorry.
Okay, no
It'll take me
worries,
two
no
seconds
worries,
here.
no worries.
Been waiting for this and
No
just give
worries.
me
Take your
one
time.
second.
Take your time.
Thank you. All right, we're good. Sorry about that. Um, yeah, I'm more than happy to answer your two questions and then share however much more you want to hear. I'm
Okay.
very passionate about adoption and hope we get to do it again. So,
Thank you. Thank you so much. We definitely appreciate this. Uh, so one of the questions, I'm not sure if you got the question, but I'll be happy to go again. The first question was describe how it felt to be able to give a child a loving family.
I mean, I think obviously it feels just amazing to help a kid in any way that you can.
Mm,
Um, but I think digging a little deeper for my family as Christians, being able to be any part of any story that God has his hand in, and for him to see me fit in any way, shape, or form to help a kid is kind of, it's such an honor. I don't know, it's very humbling to think, because I mean, we're all flawed and sinful in many ways. And in my own strength, power, I can't do anything to really help these kids in Bulgaria, but it was through him that we're able to. So it's, yeah, I think that's the main point for us was being able to be used by God in that way.
Wonderful. I'm very thankful. So that we are in the hand of the God, and we'll use ourselves, we'll make ourselves available so that God can use us to bless other people. Thank you for doing
Yep.
that. And the second question is also, Amber, if you want to share more, even though I have a two question, if you want to share more,
Yeah.
we're more than happy to take everything that you can tell us, and that will help another family to see that adopting is an amazing thing, is a God's hand in it. So the second question was, what has adoptions added to the life that you did not expect it?
Um, I think some of the things that were really unexpected was how much it affected my biological kids and their maturity, their growth, and their relationships. Um, I have seven bio kids and three adopted from Bulgaria.
Mm,
Um, and you always wonder how adoption is going to affect your biological kids.
mm,
We had many people telling us we had no reason to be adopting. We had too many kids to begin with, a
mm,
lot of negativity on large families.
mm,
And then we have to consider, what is this going to do to your bio kids? God's already entrusted you to them, like you should think of them first. So we kept getting those kind of um, tidbits of wisdom, which is pretty much just other people's fear of what God was capable of doing and not doing.
mm,
Um, the beauty we have seen is, I mean, I have a 15-year-old boy that knows how to put a catheter into my son. He can change diapers. He can tickle them and play with them and love them. They can handle medical emergencies. They're wildly responsible. They can give medication, but they also know how to comfort a child who's been wildly traumatized. And the amount of compassion that my kids have for other children, they would never have been exposed to that. They would never have a concept of how to deal with a kid that is screaming bloody murder, but it's just terror. They're just so afraid, and they know how to talk them down and love them correctly and give them space. And you only get those things through practice.
Yeah.
So, hopefully we're doing it well. Our kids are all very passionate about adopting more and adopting themselves as they get older. So I feel like if we were really screwing it up, they wouldn't be a fan of adoption. But hopefully that bodes
Right,
well
right.
for how we're handling it. But yeah, I think that's been the biggest surprise is just how much they're all capable of doing and how much they love it. So,
Wow.
um, but I guess a little bit more of our story
Mm-hmm.
is that my husband and I went on a missions trip to Romania when we were 16. So we were babies. And we had gone on our first date right before this. So we were like very newly together.
Mm-hmm.
Um, but I ended up living in an orphanage in Romania throughout the mission trip and just kind of felt God calling me in certain ways in that direction about adopting at some point and just understanding kind of the plight of what those kids are going through. Um, and then fast forward, 17 years later, and we started out with international adoption, primarily because we had too many kids to go fostering and adopting through the U.S. They wouldn't let us do it with the number of kids we had in our house. So our only option was to look into international adoption. And as we started down that road more, I kind of came to my husband and said, we've had 7 beautiful babies. I've had easy pregnancies, easy deliveries, healthy kids. Maybe we should be looking for the kids who are really severely special needs and nobody wants them. Like we've had it so easy. Let's see what we can do to help these other kiddos. And the first adoption, we got 2 kiddos. And the one little guy, oh my goodness, he's been through so much. Both of my kids spent 3 solid years in a crib with almost no stimulation. They were wildly developmentally behind. And the one little guy needed so much medical. Within the first 3 months of coming home, we did 9 surgeries. And we're under 3 years home, and we've done 13 total at this point. We just did a spinal surgery. So I guess another unexpected blessing in this whole thing is I get to speak to so many nurses and so many doctors. And while I'm able to encourage them about adoption and special needs, simultaneously, I get to thank them for everything they're doing because they all want to put me on a pedestal, my family on a pedestal. And I'm saying, no, like I can't do any of this if you guys weren't here. If we didn't have neurosurgeons and we didn't have the ICU nurses and all you guys doing your job, I can't be successful in helping him get well, So helping them to see that they are part of this story and getting them involved in his story has been really beautiful because they're all just absolutely in love with our little guy. And that's been really beautiful to see those relationships flourish and hopefully help them feel more connected to special needs and special needs adoption, maybe even mention it to other people or do it themselves at some point. So, yeah, so we got 2 little guys and they were home for 6 or 7 months. And my kiddos started saying, we really should go back for more. We really need to go back for more. And my initial response was, oh, no. I just did 9 surgeries in like 3.5 months.
Right.
I am at the end of what I can take. My response was just no. And then God did his thing where it's like, ha, 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 ha. It's a yes, actually. And my husband, of all people, who was the most hesitant, I thought, to move forward, he's like, maybe we should look at it. Maybe we should see. And I was flabbergasted. I couldn't believe he was like wanting to start the process again. Um, and I was looking through the files, and we were really passionate about getting potentially like a 15 or 16-year-old girl that was going to age out. Our daughter was 16 or 17, and we feel horrible for the girls that are kind of sold into trafficking or end up in prostitution, and thought that could be a really good option for our family. I didn't think we could handle any more little ones with severe special needs at that point.
Mm-hmm.
Um, but after we had sent out a message, I think to 6 different girls, teenage girls, and even though they were listed as being ready to adopt, none of them wanted to move forward with it. So we kind of threw up our hands. We're like, okay, God, what's the path? And the next day I saw a picture of a little girl who was 2 and had severe special needs. And I looked at her and I went, well, there's my daughter. There she is. And that was it. I was like sucker punched. It was like, okay, there's my kiddo. I didn't think it was going to be 2. I thought she was going to be 16. But so we started with her, and yeah, just fell in love. So she came home this past June, July timeframe. So she's been home about 6, 8 months now. But yeah, so we have a lot of littles right now. But
Well, Amber, I'm not sure what I would say, but I'm overwhelmed right now with hearing this wonderful story. The amazing thing behind it is that sometimes we will think that we have a plan for our own life. And God said, no, I have a different plan for you.
Yep.
Your plan is not working. My plan will be working. And sometimes also we'll pray to the Lord, and we're waiting for our own expectation answers.
Yep.
But sometimes we'll pray, when we look, and we'll let it go, showing us, will make ourselves ready with our own spirit, so we can identify those key moments where the Lord say, here's your answer. Thank you so much.
Yeah.
Thank you. Say, after this, when your husband come home, give him a big hug from me and say thank you.
He deserves one. He's very good. It's a lot of
after 7 kids
people.
And wanting to help also be available to the Lord to answer some of the people's prayer. Amber, thank you so much with your husband to sharing this story. And I'm sure
if there's any way I can help more or talk to anybody who's interested or struggling, or I'm more than happy to do that. It's a lot. It's a burden. It's a blessing, but it is a lot. And the sheer amount of doctor's appointments and organization and travel and just being away from my kids for these huge surgeries, and then being focused on the sick kid when I come home. I brought my little guy home a week ago, and after 13 surgeries, the doctors trust me to take him home early and do the medical so that he doesn't have so much trauma in the hospital. But then my kids all got the stomach flu. So it was one of those like, okay, God, why? Like, why do we need to have the stomach flu right now? Like, what is this teaching me? Because I really just want to scream, But it's that iron sharpening iron, and your kids are going to get stronger and more helpful and pitch in. And I just learned I don't need sleep anymore. It's you just don't need it. But other parents, I think, need to be encouraged, because there's so much fear in not being able to sleep and not having the life you want, or just being able to relax. And this is so much better than that. Like the joys far outweigh the hardships, and we need a community of people who are encouraging others. So
absolutely, you said it so right, that we need a community to encourage other people. That was our locomotive for doing this interview, so people will be aware that adoption is not just what we not traditionally know, but there is a more than behind it. There's too much blessing. There's a lot of blessing. There's, of course, like you said, being a husband who want to be in the hospital every day, but the purpose behind it, it's big than that adoption. So
Yeah.
you
And
again,
unfortunately, I think people get a lot of discouragement, especially from friends and family. Um, there's just people who are so worried about what it means for you, your marriage, what it means for your biological kids,
mhm,
and they get for you, in love for you, they are trying to stop you from doing this and be
mm,
more normal or traditional. And we had multiple family members after the fact come forward and say, I thought you were crazy.
mm,
I thought you were crazy, but these kids are amazing and you save them. And look at how they're flourishing and look what God's doing. And they were just overwhelmed by it. And it was a beautiful moment because you can get very ostracized, I think, when you're this weird. I mean, obviously, 7 kids were weird anyways, but then you go and do the special needs adoption and you just keep getting weirder and weirder. And, we didn't have our friends abandon us. We didn't have our family kind of like take a step back. They all jumped in and they all were helping with everything. And that was kind of another beautiful thing to see everyone just jump in. When I was in the hospital, they'd come and do meals, they'd babysit, they'd help with homeschooling, like they would do all the things
mm,
to keep our family running. So um, it's such a team community effort,
mm,
and anybody looking to start it is going to need to have their little like group, their little tribe of people who are cheering them on
mm.
because it's not for the faint of heart.
Wow. Well, I think, Amber, the Lord has prepared your family for this moment. That's what
Yeah.
I would say. Because these days, these teenagers, the kids, they're not ready for, sacrifice something. But I can see clearly that your own kid also, not just you and your husband, but your own kid, family, have also
Hmm.
sacrificed a lot to make this
Yes.
journey a beautiful journey for other people. So thank you again. I can't thank you much, but the best word, I wish there was another word to say thank you, but thank you
Yeah,
so much, and
no.
I pray that the Lord bless you to find a way to easier the way, or to show you whatever part that's difficult, for you to see clearly that the Lord hands is in there and is the one guiding you. Thank you
Yeah.
again,
Thank you.
and have a good day. Okay.
You too. Thank you so much.
If we need it, we may reach out to you again. Is that okay?
Yeah, absolutely.
Perfect. Thank you so much, Amber, and for this time.
Yep,
Have a good day.
absolutely. Bye bye.